at least Avangar underneath the window. Looking for this boost. They're going to run into Yuri, and that's going to be a 1-for-1. James finding the response kill there, putting us down to 4 versus 4. Now they do have the option sort of flex at the connector, but Art finding that big USP headshot. That is not a good start, ladies and gentlemen. Now the sounds have been rang, the bells have been rung, and the alarms are ticking because the fights are now turning more into 1-and-1. Here on Catwalk, Buster's trying to get something so that his teammates don't get shot in the back. And well, since it's not going the way they wanted to other than the bomb, Chad, this one really has fallen apart. Hitting that bomb down, though, marginal success in what was otherwise Furia's round.
In the open and right here, right now, Vinny gets swung out on. He's going to get traded. Now we find ourselves in that 3-on-5 situation as 4 members of Avangar will be making their way through the middle corridor. We do have the big green in the hands of James, so if he can get an impact with that in this round, that's even more beneficial for Avangar and their confidence in this one.
That's right. 3 members for Furia will be left on their lonesome here. Luckily for them, though, they are set up there towards the A site. And Yuri finding 2 frags will prove to be a big one. Buster with the trade now leaves it up to Art and K. Serrato, but that bomb's going to be planted for Avangar. Just kidding. Art is there to save the day. 30 seconds left on the clock, so still plenty of time to play with, but he has definitely put them in a weird position. 2 versus 2. James with the AWP. We know what he can do with it. And this is a situation where Kuker's going to find that contact. He's not going to find the frag, though, and Art definitely has saved the day up to this point. He could have pulled the shot. Yeah, they're going to have to take the attack here. They've worked this clock down to no end. A big kill there from Fitch as the timer does continue to tick. 14 seconds left on the clock. Furia in a prime position to get a spray down. 10 seconds. The clock is ticking ever so faster. And that bomb is actually going to be planted. Buster and James having come alive in this round. It's now K. Serrato and Vinny going to try to retake this one in what is a 2v4. This has fallen apart here for Furia. And this Vinny kill could be what they need to get back in the round. He finds the one onto James there in the sight. The bomb planted in the open. Krisen there towards Tetris does have just a little bit of capability to become that turtle he needs to be and really kind of pull back, pull those shots, draw them in closer, and maybe get the swings. But Krisen finding that kill in the K. Serrato almost certainly puts the nail in the coffin for Furia in this round. It's going to be a first one there for Avangar. Grabbing the first round of this match, Chad, a big one. And he's going to find Kuker here any second. That should be the first point of contact. He does just that. AWP reigns supreme. Abel J is able to also get one. And the fight will continue on A ramp. Buster on cleanup duty, finding 2 for himself. 3 versus 3 now. AWP still in the hands of Jane. And that bomb is going to go down with little to no time to rectify the situation for Avangar. Buster and James had to do something there. Buster doing a little bit of something. It's not going to be enough, though. The timer will tick out. This will be another round for Furia. But for what it's worth, and yes, X-Ray teetering on and off, a real awkward position. K. Serrato and Fitch bound to make contact here any second. It'll just be who gets wind of who first. It's going to be a real weird one. Perhaps ships passing in the night here. You wouldn't believe it if I made it up. And I certainly didn't. Chad, he has the drop here on Art. He's going to find the kill. It's only a matter of time. But K. Serrato.
Good play by him, not panicking in this moment. If he gave away his position and died to a player coming through, Apps could have been all over.
A real heads-up play here from K. Serrato. They have absolutely no idea that he's hiding out in this jail. He's going to hear that bomb plant come out. That swing did, in fact, put them in the worst possible position. Fitch, not having cleared that, did prove to be the kryptonite here for Avangar in this round. It's going to be Fitch that's going to have to do something crazy here by putting away 3 members of Furia. Does have the bomb, and he's going to start getting some frags here. Finds the first one. Knows that K. Serrato is hanging around somewhere, but he's got to be cognizant of that third player, and the third player finds him before. It's going to be Vinny taking a considerable amount of damage before Krisen finishes him off. Vinny with the swing from B is only able to take down Krisen. And this has just been a back-and-forth, topsy-turvy affair here. This bomb is going to get planted over here at the A site. And K. Serrato, I have a feeling he's going to go for this. He has absolutely no reason not to. It's 8-1. He does have plenty of the money in the bank. Looking to grab a few shots. Doesn't really know where to find that second player. Did take quite a bit of damage there. A great kill onto Buster with the AK. Now he's got to sniff out this last player in Fitch. Fitch having 100 HP. AK in hand, hiding there towards the default side, and, well, it's going to be a little game of cat and mouse right now. K. Serrato working his way. He does know where he is now. He's going to go ahead and smoke off the bomb in an attempt to lure Fitch out just around that smoke, and it would be a battle through the smokes. That has been the storyline so far of the Major.
This is a good peek. I like this angle to take this window duel.
Yeah, going for the window duel, and Buster comes out on top over K. Serrato, so there's one weapon out of the equation. It's going to be that AWP, so perhaps Furia can fetch that. One of the players maybe even sort of transition back and grab it and put it back into play, because as it stands, Avangar stand 1 man up. They do have mid control in the situation. Now, this is what could be considered a real turning point here for how they want to approach Furia's defense in the rest of this half. They're trying to work their way up catwalk. Abel grabs one, knows that there's a second, potentially a third there. While that's going on, Art's able to get one himself. So while Abel does fall, the only one making it all the way up catwalk would have been Jame, trying to find their way into this B site. And that dream is slowly dwindling. Buster and Jame, real low HP. Buster, though, finding a kill, as well as the AWP there on Art. So this has now come down to a 1 versus 1. If you can believe it, Jame on 18 HP, 2 kills to his name in the round, AK-47 in hand with the bomb. And he has no idea where Art is, but with that AWP, 8 seconds on the clock, Jame's going to be getting this bomb down in the B site. Planning for catwalk. Art's going to have to rotate now through CT spawn. And James is going to have to set in, dig in for the long haul here. Art making his way now through the connector, through the market.
No kit, that's the problem.
Yeah, no kit. That's going to prove to be very, very problematic, especially having one flash. There's not a whole lot he can do. Hope to catch him off. Maybe he got the information. Maybe it got relayed that James is really low. He does have 18 HP, but James has really put himself in a one-and-done position. That's all it's going to take here to win this round. With 18 HP, the bomb planted, it's going to be Art that walks right into his crosshair. Not a chance in the world.
Somewhat extensively.
And they have gotten out onto this bomb site without dropping a member. Until now, Caserado and Art coming alive. Fitch also with the reply.
Whoa.
But Jame, a humongous kill onto the ticket there. And Abel out of the round. Jame with 2. This one's coming down to Caserado, and there's not a whole lot he can do. Can't really save. This is the last round of the half, bud. You got to get in there, and you got to get something going. The bomb ticking ever so quickly, and we're about at the halfway mark on that. Not really sure where he wants to go. Looks as though he doubted himself. Finding one on Q-Kurt. It might be all in vain, though. Fitch is going to be ready for that should he cross the plane over into the site. Then, of course, the ever-present Jame there with the AWP.
Just die, bro. The round's over.
Yeah, this one's all said and done. And wow,
nice
shot there on the Jame. That
I'll
was
give you that one.
Impressive. Ultimately not going to be worth anything. Round going to that of Avangar. We do see an 8-7 half here. Rounding out what was the first half. They now have all the room to run, but this flank was not flanky enough. Caserado taking out Q-Kurt there with the Glock, and that's going to be a very convincing set of kills coming from Vinny as well. The bomb being planted, and that flash into CT spawn is going to bode really badly unless Jam can continue to put up big numbers here. 2 kills in the round already. Looks to grab a third and fourth. Can't seem to do it.
Safely, they don't have enough players to cover all the choke points, all the positions. Slammed down by Kristen, who's had a huge impact so far. Buster's going to light up Yuri, and Abel now left in a 1-on-3 situation. 35 seconds left on the clock with 3 heads to find. The bomb is down. He's creeping and gets tagged from Cat, and that's a round stolen back from Avangar. They're not done yet. Love
Trying
the
to
boost.
get some sort of boost going here on the CT ticket side of things, but not putting it to much use yet. They have spotted the player towards Firebox. Q-Kurt going to find the kill there onto Abel J, really kind of keeping them in this round with the numbers game. Putting the 45. Going up on top of the ticket, grabs another one onto Art, and that's another big scalp to take. 3 members alive here to defend this planted bomb, and Furia, Caserado, Vinny, and Yuria definitely got their work cut out for them. 5 alive on Avangar. Caserado with a pretty crucial point there, as he has posted up inside this connector.
2 flashes left. These could be pivotal right now, but no one's really in a position to throw it. Vinny's got his out, but
big kill from Caserado. Big kill from Caserado again, taking down Krisen. And as he does finally fall, it's up to Vinny. He's going to have to peek this, shoot the diffuser. Does it go for it? Does he go for the diffuser? Grabs it! And a 13th round on the board for Furia. On with a fast pace. It's going to be Buster, and he's going to get flashed off right now. Fitch is there, grabs one, go for 3. No, he gets shut down by Art before he can find the third. Buster getting in on the fight as well. Taking down Abel. And this hit has been sort of stopped in its tracks as Buster's going to continue that rampage, busting him down. Art class is not in session. Jame finishing it off, and
fire unless someone steps up and does a massive clutch, and Fitch, it's the first nail in the coffin from this round. Buster, he's going to find one. Jame chimes in as well. Yuri's going to get one, but isn't going to be enough because Vinny, he's scoped on up. The damage is done with the Krieg. He fires away. He gets the kill. The bomb site is open. The bomb is there to be planted. 14 seconds left on the clock. They're going to dial in the digits or maybe not. Faking the plant. They're posturing strangely. Molotov's now landing in.
Avangar on the brink of taking home this map on round 30. Q-Kurt with the very ballsy peak there, and he had all the time in the world. Unfortunately, only able to take out Caserado before he is taken down by Abel. Now we're going to see some of this utility used here on the A side. You can tell Furia really haven't given themselves any sort of option, and Jame finding that kill is a big one as well. stopping them in their tracks as they try to cross over into the site right now. A huge shot from Jamie, takes down Vinny, and this one is not smelling good if you're a Furia fan. I hate to say it, Krizen grabbing another one, that is all she wrote. The defuse will come in with conviction and with relative ease. Avangar taking it 16-14. We had to go all the rounds on this one map, Chad. You wouldn't have it any other way as we push to the late hours of the evening.